So I've met so many big and famous TikTokers, and a lot of them are not as nice as they pretend to be on camera, especially the one who called me the N-word just because I wanted to take a picture with them at a party. I'm really scared of exposing them now because they've got millions of fans who will believe whatever they tell them, especially because they know I don't have any video evidence, but this person knows what they did. And if you know you're the one I'm talking about and you're watching this video right now, I might never be as famous as you are, but one day when the time is right, the world will know what kind of person you are.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
A really overpowering fact that I know is basically that every single thing that you go into a store and buy that has to, like, for example, like you can buy anything you go into Lowe's, Walmart, Amazon, CVS, any big giant Target, anything, any big store, right? Everything that you buy can be bought at a really stupid cheap, like wholesale discounted rate, and most people do not know this. And the cool thing is it's available to anybody, to the public, literally anywhere. $500 lawnmower, right, I got that for like 20 bucks, right? Like, you can do anything with the business license and just start buying things at wholesale prices. Literally work your job, save a couple $100, buy things for super cheap after getting business licenses and all that kind of stuff done. And it's overpowering. You can just resell and make so much money. People do not know this. Like, tell somebody this. Like, tell everybody. Share this shit.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
If you're under 18 and you go into a store and rob them, but you have to be naked, that's the key part. You have to be naked, under 18, go into a store and rob them, they can't look at the security footage because that's child pornography. Look at me doing shit.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
My wife and I were shopping for a new mattress because ours isn't firm enough and it hurts her back, whatever. We go to Sam's Club because they have some of those box mattresses ranging anywhere from like $450 to like $700. They're supposed to be pretty nice. Anyways, I wanted to know if they were returnable, if it wasn't like firm enough, you know, because I don't want another mattress that's going to hurt her back. So we go up to the customer service and we're like, hey, are these returnable? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, even the ones in the boxes? He was like, yeah, if you want to exchange it, just bring your tags and the receipt back and we'll exchange it for another one, or we can just give you your money back. I was like, well, then what do we do with the mattress? He was like, well, nobody's going to want a mattress that you've already slept on, so you just dispose of it. I was like, dispose of it how? Does somebody come and pick up the mattress? And he was like, no, just dispose of it however you see fit. What did he say?
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Free trials. Free trials like HBO Go, Hulu, anything that offers a free trial. Normally, the only thing you need is an email that's not in their system. This website right here, it curates random emails that work that you can actually open and verify in case you have a verification link sent to you. See, like that. That's the email right there. It's just a random email. And you open it, you just hit, or is it open? And you open the email and it's just like a regular email. And like I said, I use it for things like that offer free trials, like my streaming services. I don't pay for any of my streaming services because I just take advantage of the free trial, and I just create a new email every time that free trial runs out. So,
what's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Like, you go to your county's website and you search tax liens, you go ahead and register and preview items for sale, and you can like literally see thousands and thousands of delinquent taxes that people didn't pay. And of course, you can pay for their taxes and you'll get a tax certificate, and you can preview like land, houses, different stuff like that. And they have a redemption period to pay you back for your delinquent taxes. And if they don't, you basically keep their property.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
So here's a good one that's going to help out a lot of you. Medical bills. When you don't pay your medical bills, the hospital sells it to collection. The hospital writes it off as a bad debt. Well, the collection company then calls you. Well, you have no real debt with the collection company. They're just whatever they get's profit. So when a collection company for medical bills calls you, ask for proof of claim. They're going to give you some bullshit about that's what everybody says, yada, yada, yada. But because of the HIPAA law, they cannot provide you with proof of claim. It's illegal. They don't know what happened. They don't know why they bought that debt. They just know they have it. If they cannot provide you with proof of claim within a certain amount of time, technically, legally, they have to take it off your credit. I mean, the more you know.
of information that you learned that feels...
So I know everybody's been posting that social security number thing all over TikTok, but I have not seen a single video showing anybody how to do it, so that's what I'm here for today. Here we go. First things first, on the back of your social security card, there's going to be a letter. This letter corresponds to whichever district you're in. Whichever district is going to be your routing number for your district. And your social security number is going to be your account number with the 1 in front of it. So 1, and then your social security number. And now something else that nobody is telling you, and I know y'all are probably wondering, well, where do I put this shit in at? Where do I get my money? Amazon. Amazon is where you're going to do this. That's where you're going to put your routing number. That's where you're going to put your account number. And then you're going to have to put your driver's license number. After you do that, it should say Federal Reserve Bank of wherever you live and your name. It works, guys. That's how you do it. Go get your fucking money.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Did you know it only takes about 2 pounds of apple seeds ground up into a fine powder and mixed together as a flour substance to make a loaf of bread, and a single piece of that bread will take down a fully grown, at least 300-pound man?
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
That inside each and every one of us are 7 pools of light and energy that kind of act as portals to other galaxies and other parallel universes. And if you follow the quick steps to unlocking your 7 chakras, as they're called, you can kind of rise your energy up to each level, and it starts to feel like, I don't know, some video game where you're leveling up. And once you get to level 5, you have to speak your truth and let out the truth of your throat. And then you enter this level, which is level 6, which interacts with level 7. Level 7, you actually don't really get to, you get to communicate with it because it's all this atoms and molecules that have been regenerating for millions and millions and billions of years. And then once you do that, you can kind of see souls. Just that.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
If you lick a Jolly Rancher and stick it to their window, when they rip it off, their window will crack. If you want to piss somebody off, do not put sugar in their gas tank, put marbles. They'll never be able to get them out and their car will make this awful noise and they'll never know why. Put mashed potato mix in their yard the day before it rains. If you're going to split their tires, do not split all 4 of them, just do 3, insurance reasons. If you put bologna on their car paint when it's really, really hot outside, it will eat the paint, and when they rip it off, they'll have to get their car repainted. This one goes back to the marbles in the gas tank thing. If you don't want to put marbles, put a tampon. Pretty self-explanatory. If you pour a bag of rubber bands in their driveway, they'll never be able to sweep them up because they just keep sticking to the ground.
Mm.